too. Yeah, and if it does do that, if it morphs into a research project, it'll be kind of neat to see how we can all contribute to that. So I'll keep you posted on that. But we won't be doing a session next week. We'll stay to the bi-weekly for now, just until we know what's going on. For now, if you want, you can always go to the SCI&U channel and use the YouTube videos there. Does anybody do that? Anybody go to the YouTube channel?
So get them afterwards.
Sorry, what? Didn't hear that one.
I think it was just Kim's husband.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So anyways, there is the YouTube channel. I also have a channel on YouTube. It's just Mary Jo Federley. And there are different mindfulness things on there. There's also a lot of breathing technique stuff and yoga. So you're welcome to go there too on the off weeks where we're not meeting here. Check out, there's different meditations and different things there. Also today, I will be putting, well, I won't be, but Barry, I hopefully will be doing this, Barry. We'll be putting into the, when you go to the YouTube channel and you click on a YouTube video, you can go into the, just below the video and press details, and it'll give you a whole bunch of different links and a bunch of different stuff. And so I'll put up in there again, because I think it's somewhere else in those YouTube videos, but for sure in this one today, in the description for the January the 5th one, when you go into the details, there'll be a link to the mindfulness graphic that Sean and John and a bunch of the team put together, which is actually a really nice kind of card to put up on your fridge, or you can print it out and have a little small one for beside your bed. And it just gives you a few different techniques and a few things about mindfulness that you may find useful. And that was that. I think that's the only announcements I had. And yeah, here we are. So as we're gathering in, we're a smaller group, which is kind of fine and cozy. That means we may be able to talk all the way through it if you want, or not talk all the way through it, but we can keep the dialogue happening. Yes, I'm doing the 30-day yoga challenge. That was a question from Christine. The 30-day yoga challenge, it's a Yoga Fit challenge, and that will be on Spinal Cord Injury's website as well as mine on my channel on YouTube. Anyway, the 30-day yoga challenge, it's Yoga Fit. So Megan Williamson and I paired up together, and we made these really great 30-minute routines. So 20 minutes of that is following the SCI&U guidelines for fitness. And 20 minutes is going to be kind of mixed up between doing shoulder release, shoulders and joint release, to going to core work. Then the next third one would be cardio, and the fourth one would be strength and mobility. So there's 4 different areas that the workouts cover. And in order to join and win at the challenge, or get into the draw for all the prizes, you need to attend the 3 days a week, the 20-minute workout with the 10-minute mindfulness and breathing. And it'll be Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. And just think of it, just a 20-minute workout with a little mindfulness 3 times a week.
So how do you do that though? Like I put it on Eventbrite.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to do it.
So yeah, you're not the only one. And actually it changed because we moved the date ahead to start at January the 18th.
Okay.
Because there was a lot of different things starting up right now, and Megan had a few things already booked for the days that we would be doing this. So we do it live. You'll get a link. So what will happen is everybody will get the same link through SCI BC, And also we'll send it out through this email list. So you guys will have that link here as well.
Okay.
And then you'll be able to just click on the link and then register. It'll be easier.
So I registered already and it said it was starting on the 16th.
I
So
saw
that's
that.
wrong?
Yeah.
So that's wrong?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
wrong.
I have to change that today. Sorry.
Okay. I was
Yeah.
just getting confused because I didn't know how to do it.
Yeah. No, thanks for your feedback. And I'll get in there and fix that date up on there. I think everybody's just getting back into the office. So we're getting
Okay,
So
caught up.
Rachel, you said you were gonna send that, or somebody's gonna send that to this group?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
I'll
because I
ask
didn't
Sonia.
sign up.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'd
I'll
like-
ask Sonia to get that out to you guys. Yeah. Yeah.
And
And
is
the
there a
prizes are
limit?
great.
Is there a
Hey?
limit to how many people can join?
That's a good question. Not yet. No.
Okay, the reason I'm asking is because as South Fraser Active Living, Marnie and I can share it around a lot, and all of
Oh,
us,
yeah.
actually,
Yeah.
all of us could,
Yeah.
'cause we, but I mean, do you want more? Do how many people? Well,
No, do for sure. And actually, I was trying to think about Marnie when I set it up, and that's why we have it just on one of the days that everybody else is doing fitness stuff. So it's on
mhm.
kind of purposely on the off days, so you can have a workout on your off day. So hopefully
What
that'll
time
work.
of
I'll
day
send
is
you
it
guys
at?
the link. It's right at 12 noon for, I think, pretty much all of them. So people like Barry can get up and go there, and me, the late quads.
Well, I'm looking forward to that one. It sounded interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Yoga and fit. So we do a bit of yoga, a bit of fitness, and some mindfulness and breathing. It'll be a really easy 20-minute workout that hopefully everybody will really like.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah.
20 minutes is reasonable. An hour is a long time. That's what
Yeah.
you do, and wow, I'm exhausted. But I like the combination of bringing the two together.
Yoga and fitness. Yeah, that's what we thought would be kind of fun. Yeah. Cool. Well, I'm glad you're interested. Anybody do any mindfulness over the holidays? How was your? No? Yeah,
No.
I see some nods, some no's. Yeah. And how did you find that, Kim?
Oh, for me, it was the mind and practicing mindfulness for me. It's not even just like, it's not the 10 or 20 minutes we spend together. I've learned a lot beyond just, the stuff that you're teaching. Well, no, you do teach them, right? But there's only so much you can do in 20 minutes or half an hour. So
Yeah.
there's a couple of days during the holidays where I had a little difficulty because, it's tough being stuck in the house, and it just didn't feel like Christmas to me, or
Yeah.
New Year's. But there's ways to still be happy. I've struggled with depression in the past too. So for me, it's getting out, whether it's rain or shine, going out. Nature does it for me. I've got a relationship with the animals now, right?
Yeah.
Like the squirrel, look in their eyes, and
Yeah.
it's like we're communicating with each other.
Neat.
And so I'm taking it like what you do teach to every aspect of my life. And there's ways that kind of almost instantly create these more endorphins in your brain. And I'm just learning a lot more.
Yeah, absolutely. You're hitting
It's
it right
amazing.
on. Yeah. Yeah. And actually you speak to something that I was going to talk to you today about. As Kim says, there's this, everybody has a different modality. And I think it's really important to remember that when you're learning something like mindfulness, because it is a technique and you are training your brain. You're basically teaching, you're training your brain to harness your attention so that your attention isn't scattered and all over the place. And we all will have a different way that works better for us for that. So do you remember, some of you might have remembered this from before Christmas when I was talking about, the one really, really, really the most important thing in mindfulness is to stop the brain, the awareness from going in multiple different directions and bring it into one sort of quiet, kind of hopefully calm place, so you can kind of reassess and maybe, get rid of things that aren't working or change your position, whatever it might be. But the idea is you're bringing attention into a focus. And if you think about like a dinghy out at sea, and if it's in really rough waters and it's just going everywhere, it's just going to get bounced around, batted around by the waves, by the wind, by the movement, all of that stuff. But if you put an anchor into that dinghy and you anchor it to something stable, then at least that, little dinghy, although it still might be riding the waves, it can actually, detach a bit from those waves, and it also won't get thrown off course by those waves. And that's really, in a nutshell, what we're doing with mindfulness. We're kind of bringing our attention into a focal point so it doesn't get kind of pulled by our emotions, by our thoughts, by our body sensations, that triangle. So the anchoring is the real big key there. And there'll be different ways for all of us that work better for anchoring. If you think about the snow globe and all the different snow pieces blowing around, it's all shook up. And the one thing that you do to stop that snow globe from kind of all the snow being blowing around is you stick it onto a stable base and you let it rest there. So that's what we're doing with the mind. We're bringing it into a stable base, so awareness. And that stable base for some might be your breath. For some of you, like Kim, that might be just being in nature and listening to the sounds. For some, it'll be auditory. Some of us, it'll be sensory. It'll be like, oh, feeling my body weight, or maybe feeling my, whatever it might be, my anxiety, whatever it might be that brings you right down into that moment. Now, probably wouldn't be anxiety, truthfully. So something really stable. It could be just the sense of the smile at the corner of your eyes. So whatever works for you, either in sound, touch, vibration, breathing, will bring you into that anchoring spot. So you kind of want to get familiar with what your best anchor is. That's the first thing that mindfulness kind of needs to establish. The second thing is we want to think about relaxing. So resting, pausing, that's really, really important. So if I'm out in nature, let's just say, and that's my anchor, can I be out there and not be wheeling for a minute or two? Can I be out there and just be still and really be in nature? So if see what I mean? So that's my anchor, but I want my anchor to be solid and I want it to be stable. And then as I'm out in nature and I'm resting, I'm letting the pause actually allow in more information. And that information is going to be helping my brain to do better decision making, because we all know that the more closed off the brain is, the less choice it has and the less options it has. And that's when it starts to get into that fight or flight kind of survival mode. So the third thing that we want to do, there's just three, just like our triangle of thoughts, emotions, and sensations, with awareness right in the middle of that triangle. This is the triangle of the how-to for mindfulness. And the other really important thing to do is to be in present moment. So be in present time. So your anchor could be one of, a few different things: breath, sound, sensation. Your pause, which allows you to really bring yourself into this moment, or into a state of relaxation. And some of us may say, wow, I can't relax just if I ask myself to. But you can if you couple that with your anchor. So your pause is coupled with your anchor. So now I'm going to invite my body to relax and pause. And honestly, the body knows how to relax. So if you give the body the invitation and you give the cue to the nervous system, it will respond. Even in the slightest way, it will respond. And then the last one is the present time awareness. So if you can think of those three things as kind of your three gateways, and each of those gateways may have a different methodology for you. So like I said, the anchor may be for you something different than breath. It might be sound. It might be something. The relaxation invitation might be you visualizing salt melting. It might be you just using your breath to really let the exhale relax you. And then the last piece, the being in present time, might be for some of you and some of us, it might be opening your eyes and just going, I'm right here, right now. This is right. This is it. This is life right now. So sometimes when we have our eyes closed, we can get into the brain and into that role of thoughts. And we actually we go the distance away from being aware in present moment. So figure out what that might be for you. How do you center into present time awareness? So any questions? I've got you all there, and we're a small group, so I'm going to ask now before we go into practice. Okay, good. So what I'd like to say is that you're going to maybe think about those 3 different ways that you kind of start to enter into your mindful practice. And then at the end, I'll be curious to hear which ones work for you, which methods. So let's begin, and allow yourself to find a place where you're sitting comfortably in your chair, wherever you are. And then let's together do a shoulder shrug, bringing the shoulders up toward the ears. Inhale and exhale, press the arm bones back and release the shoulders down. Good. Ooh, that feels good. Inhale, pull the shoulders up, press the upper arm bones back and release the shoulders down. And you don't need to kind of worry about the image that you're going to give in this next one, but you're going to take a big yawn and stretch your jaw open and release the jaw. And widen your eyes and then relax. And then just feel like you can let the shoulders release down after that. Good. Good. And then allow your hands to place on your lap, either on the thighs, or I like to put them on my lap, kind of my left hand inside my right hand, palms facing up. And then if it feels comfortable to you, close your eyes and think about those 3 ways that any way that you're going to anchor. So anchor yourself through either your breath, through sound, maybe through sensation and the weight of your body. And just feel as though you're bringing that ship to rest, whether it's in turbulent waters or whether it's in calm water, but you're anchoring right now, your awareness into the present moment. And if you're using your breath, that's great. If you're using any other method, sound or touch, that's great too. Let's take that method into the second phase and allow yourself to relax now completely. So find ways to invite your body to relax. It may be with your breath. It may be just saying to yourself, I release. I breathe in, calm. I release, ease. Noticing your body relaxing. With each exhale, the invitation is to just deepen that relaxation. Deepening it, just like melting salt on the snow. And each exhale invites a little bit more of that. Just pausing the space around your eyes, pausing the thinking. There's nothing to solve. There's nowhere to go except just right here in this place where you're inviting your whole being to relax. It's like that big, beautiful pillow or cloud, and you can just let yourself fall right into that place of relaxation. And then allowing that space at the pause to just give you more sight into what you're feeling right now. Also, maybe what the mind is doing. Is it kind of wondering where to go, what to do? Is it here? Is it there? You can bring that attention right into this next exhale of relaxation. And then the last place that we want to focus is our awareness into present time awareness. And it's just like training that little puppy, bringing it kind of back with your attention as it wanders off, gets sidetracked by something or other, and just gently bringing it back into this present moment and remembering and reminding the mind that there's nothing to do and that there's no problems to solve, not right now. Cultivating that awareness, going back to your anchor, perhaps the breath, and just really taking the moment to just be present right here now. There's nothing to accomplish here other than just training the awareness back to be anchored in present time. And you think about it, if you can train your awareness to be able to focus when you kind of don't have a lot of distractions around you, like, relationships, or kids or jobs or whatever, COVID, whatever might be going on in the outside world. You don't have any of that in this moment to deal with. The only thing that you really have to do right now is train your awareness to simply pause, to stay still, stay kind and loving, stay awake and alert. Stay non-judgmental and stay in the moment. And then coming out just slowly with your hands rubbing together briskly, a nice bit of heat into the palms, and then taking your hands and gently letting them just rest into the eye beds and feeling that calm, present deepening before coming back into the room. There. So I'm curious how and what was your experience there, and did you notice a preferred method of any of those techniques?
I thought it was all good.
You like that? All good?
Yep.
Good.
Super relaxing.
Super relaxing. Good. That's what we need nowadays.
I started out
more. Hey, go ahead.
I started out very fidgety, but then I just wished we were going another 10 minutes because I finally got the hang of it, but I can do it later.
Yes, you
I find
can.
that concentrating on the breathing helps because it's hard to think of two things at once.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. So then your breath is your anchor for sure. That and nature might be so I would say that your breath is your anchor and nature is your next two, which is bringing you into the moment and helping you to relax. So that's good learning. Breath is Celia's anchor as well. Nicole, did you have one?
I noticed the other day, like I was kind of like stressed out and I was laying in my bed and then I like reached over and I was kind of like rubbing the carpet.
Ah.
And so I think my anchor is actually touch.
Yep.
And so I was trying that just now.
Good.
Like just kind of, I kind of wished I had something with a little more texture when we started, because I think that helps a little bit more for me, but I was rubbing like my hands and stuff.
That's
just
great,
kind
Nicole.
of feeling the touch.
Yeah. Good, really good awareness there. And I would say, yes, definitely get like a rough tea towel, or I used to, one of my anchors was touch too initially. And I had one of those, I dry my laundry outside and you get the really roughed up towel. And that was my anchor, was rubbing the edge of that towel. So really good. Good to hear that. Thanks. Good. Well, nice work, everybody. Any questions or comments? There was one more thing I was going to tell you that I will put, I'll send off to Barry and we'll stick it on the YouTube channel in the details. But Jack and Tara, Jack Cornfield and Tara Brock, who are mindfulness teachers, are offering a 40-day challenge right now. It's free. And I will put that link into the details if anybody wants to join in with that.
We're getting a deal with you because
Yeah.
I just signed up for another class for 12 weeks and that was $200 plus tax. You can believe it.
Yeah, that's a lot for mindfulness.
Well, she's a registered psychologist as well, but I mean, still, it's
I almost am too. That close, getting there.
Well, Nicole?
Nicole is too, yeah.
Wow.
I'm not registered, but I have a master's in counseling.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Got a wealth of knowledge here. All right, folks. Well, this will be on the YouTube channel. And all those links, don't expect to see them until probably Friday. I think it takes a day or two to get all that up there.
Are we meeting again next week?
You know what? I don't know for sure. So we will email you though.
Okay.
I know that we'll put an email out, and I promised you to give you the mindfulness little chart link in the email too.
Okay.
So we'll send an email out about that and about next week.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah. All right. Thanks everybody for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mary Jo.
Yeah, take good care.
Happy New Year.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye, Chris. Bye, Christina.
Bye,
Bye,
everyone.
Nicole. Bye, Kim. Bye, Barry.
Bye, Mary Jo. Thanks. Have a good one.
Bye, Barry. Thanks. Take care.